And welcome back, everyone. We're doing more Spyro 3 today. In this episode, we're doing the Midday Gardens.
See, I always forget about those casks.
Yeah, you usually do forget about them. But, yeah, we're in Midday Gardens.
I wish she knew how to fly.
Yeah, she doesn't fly straight. She just kind of goes all over the place.
She's so like, I don't know where to go, guys.
Johnson, I told you! Left stick goes up, right stick goes left and right.
He's like, sorry, sir. He's like, I'm trying my best.
What's your name, soldier? Asshole, sir. Major asshole.
He's like, who appointed him? He's like, I did, sir. He's my cousin.
Who else is an asshole around here?
He's like, oh, that's Philip. He's like, he's an asshole too, sir. Colonel J. Asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship?
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes.
Oh, such a good movie.
That's great. I think I might go watch it when I get home.
Yeah, I probably could too. I've seen it recently, but it's still one of those.
I think it might be on Netflix right now too.
I have it on my server, so.
Yeah, so do I.
I missed a gem, by the way. I don't.
Actually, I don't have it on my server actually because it's on Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. So you don't. Oh, that's right. You don't have the Blu-ray ripping ability.
No, I have a Blu-ray drive on my
Blu-ray drive.
Blu-ray drive. Blu-ray. What are they gonna call the next thing? I
don't know.
Like.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think they want to do anything. I mean,
I think this is the last time we're going to see a major physical media push. I think after Blu-ray,
it's all going to be digital.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Probably, I would think so. Because I mean, Blu-ray, yeah, although good, but then you also have to remember, internet is not.
But here's the thing. The problem is that the reason there's still physical media is for people who are in the video profession. That yes, you can do everything digitally, but there's still a need to have the physical storage of things.
Right.
And you can put everything on hard drives and everything, but the thing about it is that you still have the digital compression that is less. It's less on physical media because you can have it be a lossless format.
Right. But I mean, with Blu-rays, okay, that's 50 gigabytes a disc if you get the dual layer, and 25 per disc if you just have a single layer. So it's hard drive space versus Blu-rays, and plus, I mean, with internet speeds as they are right now, they're
at
not,
least in this country, because there are places that are faster.
In the U.S., the internet speeds are usually terrible.
Yeah. And
very overpriced. So hopefully Google rectifies that with their Google Fiber internet.
Is your body ready?
No, my body is not ready.
Reggie.
Thanks. Yeah, my it's like oh my gosh, Google with their Google Fiber internet. I so want them to be something nearby, but I know it's not going to happen anytime soon.
It's not, at least not where we live.
Yeah, we would have to move to Kansas City or Provo or whatever. So that. Yeah.
We're too close to Philadelphia, and Comcast has this whole area locked up. So
for the most part, yeah. I mean, we have Verizon Fios in the city over from us, but the problem is that city isn't necessarily the best place to live in.
There are worse places.
I know.
Look in the opposite direction.
I know. But the worst thing is the Fios isn't even available in all areas either, which is another problem. So it's
also Verizon Fios is only available really in the rich part of that.
Yeah, which we wouldn't be able to afford as college students anyway.
Not as college students unless we're living with our parents.
Which is unlikely that they'd ever want to move there, Oh my gosh, but yeah, Spyro.
Back to Spyro.
Away from real world problems, first world real world problems.
I mean, because right now we're not really doing anything important. We're just gathering up the gems in the home world.
Yeah,
so
that's
we can kind of spend this time to just talk about.
True.
Stuff.
So, but yeah, so it's okay. We would love to get fast internet, and Eduardo and I were digital minded, so we don't use cable, and we have cell phones, so we wouldn't use.
I don't have cable now because that's the only way I can watch certain programs because they don't have them readily available. I'm against torrenting for the most part.
Unless there's no other way to get it.
Unless there's no other possible way of getting it, I'm against torrenting. Illegal torrenting, not legal torrenting. If the creator put it up there, for people,
have fun.
By all means, go ahead. But I'm against illegal torrenting only because, you know, it's the same field that I'm going into.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want people taking stuff from me that I spent time and money and effort to put out there.
And all of a sudden it's just...
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like balls.
Yeah.
Because it's difficult. Like it sounds wrong to be trying to make money off of that stuff, but I mean, money makes the world go round, and once that's not a thing, then yeah, I'll make stuff for free and it won't matter.
Yeah. It's like, have stock in a company. It's like, oh well, there we go. Looks like I can make enough money
but
that I don't
honestly,
even...
if I were to become a head of a major studio, I would totally make so many things just absolutely free or easier
available
to
online.
access.
Yeah,
because it's ridiculous that like, you know how you can get these movies like you can register these like Blu-rays and DVDs on like the streaming services and all that, like Vudu and all that.
Yeah,
that's just other forms of DRM.
Yeah,
like just have them readily available. Also, I love the name is Mods.
Yeah.
That you should just have them readily available. Like, okay, yeah, what if they go and send... They're not very likely to take the movie, copy it to a flash drive, and give it to someone. Yeah. You're more likely, just like how you are with the DVD, to watch it with a ton of buddies. Yeah. And that's it.
So and it's like, if the more people you watch it with at any one given point, it's like, okay, that's one less sale technically, because they've seen the movie, so why would they...
Yeah, but that's almost the same as... Like, you buy the movie for $20. What if you have 50 people show up at your house to watch it?
Yeah, it's like that's 49 sales that you could have had that you no longer have.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous that they think that this changes things.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And that's why we do free YouTube videos with advertisements on them, because we, Google.
For however much this is an unpopular opinion, I'm kind of okay with ads in front of videos.
I'm fine with ads in front of videos if, as long as they're not like the 30-second unskippable ones. I mean, I don't like advertisements as much as an next person, but...
I'm okay with the 30-second unskippable ones as long as it's the only ad that I get. And it can't be more than a third of the length of the video. That's my thing. So if you're watching a 10-second video and you have a 30-second ad, don't put an ad.
Yeah.
It's more effort to do the ad than it is not to.
Right.
Yeah.
And the worst part is when you get what is it?
Get those last gems.
You get an ad for, something completely unrelated. Like Hulu, you can actually say, "Oh, is this ad relevant to you? Yes or no?"
It's sort of it,
which is nice.
They sort of skew it so it fits your interest, but a lot of times I still get like Maybelline commercials. I'm like,
but at the same time, it still gives you the option.
It does. It totally gives you the option, and that it does tend to show more cell phone commercials or game commercials or movie commercials, which is what I'm interested in.
Right, and the one thing Hulu does right is, do you want, for certain things, it asks you, do you want regular breaks, or do you want one 2-minute block?
I'd be totally fine with that. Like, it does this a lot with the older shows that are like an hour-long program. Yeah, give me a 2-minute video that I can totally walk away from and just make my food and then come back and watch this whole hour uninterrupted.
Yeah, for us, I mean, we have ads on our videos, and we legally can't say whether or not to watch them and click on them and stuff, so don't take that as any sort of thing like that.
Yeah.
But, we don't control what ads are put on videos or what...
Yeah, that's all on Google
stuff. Yeah, that's all Google side, so, I mean, it benefits us, but at the same time, it's like we can't control that or anything like that, so it could be commercials for something completely unrelated to what we do. And that's why we're doing things like Patreon and stuff like that, which we have to make a separate video about, so you'll probably see that in the near future.
Yeah.
Because I know we mentioned that in God of War, but we didn't really elaborate upon it, so we will be doing that at some point nearby. But yeah, it's like, with advertisements, they have AdBlock Plus and all those other AdBlock.
Yeah, which I have, and I don't see ads on YouTube.
Right, and it's like certain people that I watch, I actively will disable AdBlock because I support them. I don't support for example.
Well, don't you also make videos? Not videos. Isn't there a possible way to make money just off the views as well?
No, it's ads.
All right.
It's the in-stream the
little
ads that come up at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, no, there was something I read though that there's certain channels that make money off of just the views themselves.
Yeah, you're talking hundreds of thousands of views per video.
Yeah.
But I mean, for what we do, ads are the only way for us to really do anything. But for what is it, the you know, you can do like paid product placements, which would disable ads, but you would have something on the screen that we would actively mention, and we would have a part of, like, explaining the services and stuff like that. But, you know, welcome. If you're new to YouTube, that's why you're getting ads.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, like, a lot of people I know of that I've seen, like, oh, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, I'm going to play games, and I'm going to make money off of it, and I'm going to be rich, and blah, 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 like PewDiePie. He makes so much money But
like, he's an outlier in all this.
Right.
Like, most people that go on YouTube, unless you, like, that's the whole thing. People think they can make money off of any type of online video. Remember, people need to watch your stuff. It's not just them. You do something stupid and then you're gonna make millions of dollars.
Yeah,
off of it.
It's not like, oh, I'm gonna do a nice bucket challenge video and just make $1 billion. That's not how things work, unfortunately.
No, that's not how it works.
And it's really, you know, like for us when we started doing YouTube videos, it's like, oh yeah, we started it for fun and we still do.
I mean, most of this is just because we like doing this.
Yeah, and
and money's just a benefit because now we're not high school students anymore, and we have to. You know, we have to actually be able to provide for ourselves.
Right,
so.
and it's like it would be really, like, for us, we really want to, you know, turn this into a viable financial solution.
Exactly, and that also allows us to do better things, do more things, and honestly, everything that any money that we would make would be rolled back into making this channel better.
Right, like it's not like it's like, oh well, our YouTube videos are paying for a lavish lifestyle or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Most of it would be, you know, turned into, oh, we need better equipment. Like, we want to get new microphones and stuff like that for new videos.
Like an actual video camera, too.
A proper video camera to actually do, like, skits and stuff.
Yeah, not a webcam, because that
yeah, we don't
play that.
Yeah, we don't play those kinds of games. We don't make those kinds of videos. But, you know, it's like, you know, we want to improve our stuff. The problem is our real-world jobs don't necessarily provide us with the best financial solution for doing that.
Like most of the people in the world right now.
Right, so I mean, we're trying to make our content as appealing to you guys as possible. And if, you know, people do Patreon donations or whatever, and it helps us, then we definitely roll that back into. Like, for example, I remember years ago when we first started, we had a guy who gave us like $10, and we used that to buy a game that we played later on. So it's like, it rolls it back into, it's like, oh yeah, it's not like, oh yeah, I made $10 off this is mine forever, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, it turns into, okay, I'm gonna be able to use this to improve.
I remember I got smacked one time and it just ended up landing on the Switch.
Yeah, it does that every once in a while. And yeah, oh, by the way, yeah, this is Sergeant Byrd's level. I hate this level because
he's the hardest one to control, honestly.
Yeah.
He's awful, but
yeah, it's terrible. But anyway, so basically, yeah, it's like you have so many YouTubers that are really popular, and like I was saying before,
this level is also really straightforward, which is why we're just talking over it.
Yeah, but it's like with most people who watch YouTube videos and think, oh yeah, I can do all this stuff. Like, for our content, gaming is a very saturated market for us.
Oh, super saturated.
So people aren't really finding our content as easily as if it were like comedy or whatever, solely comedy.
Of course, the example I always give is when people talk about like, oh, like, what kind of videos should I make, you know, to be on YouTube? And I'm like, you have to be unique. Like you remember the Epic Rap Battles of History?
Yeah.
They started that as a joke.
Yeah.
They started that just because they worked at a comedy club and they were like, this will be funny.
Yeah.
Let's do this. And then they ended up becoming rich. Not rich, but ended up being valuable. And then they got bought by Maker Studios, and then because of all the other content that Maker Studios was producing, they got bought by Disney.
Yeah.
And like for almost $1 billion or something, they got bought for a ridiculous amount of money.
But yeah, so it's like, you know, you got a company who started off very small, and that's a lot of people. Like I said, with PewDiePie, he's like and I'm using PewDiePie as the example for the sole purpose of the fact that he is what a lot of people would see on YouTube in terms of gaming. He's the #1 subscribed person on YouTube. He's popular. I mean, I personally don't like his material, but the fact of the matter is his stuff is seen by a lot of people.
You can't deny the skill that he's crafted with with regard to how he's gathered his views.
Right, and regardless of whether you personally feel he's like a bad influence or his followers are bad, which I personally don't like his followers either, because his followers are like assholes personally. If you guys watch PewDiePie, don't think that I personally think you are an asshole.
No, it's particular users that we can't pinpoint exactly who,
but there are a good portion of his viewers, and that's anybody. If you have a large following, you're gonna have a bunch of people who are rude or act in such a way that would not be socially acceptable in person. So
that happens with everything. Like, you can do that with NFL fans or NHL fans or NBA fans,
right? So
FIFA fans even. Like, there's always the outliers that are just they're not good for business, for lack of a better word.
Right. So don't think I'm saying I don't like PewDiePie followers.
Don't say we don't like you.
Yeah, it's just the stigma that's attached to them because there's a small group of people who make that stigma a reality.
Yeah, who ruin it for everyone else.
Right, it's the few bad apples spoils the bunch kind of mantra.
Exactly.
But the reason I use PewDiePie is because his stuff is so commonly viewed. It's so viewed by so many people that a lot of people who view his stuff and think, oh yeah, I can do that. I can, make videos and stuff like this, and it'll be fun, and I can make money off of it. And the problem is they're missing the point. Like I said earlier, we started this for fun.
And it's still mostly for fun.
Yeah, and I mean, we do this because we like talking about games. We like playing the games. We like enjoying the stuff.
But you like playing games? I just like the sound of my own voice.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I was trying to make it seem more noble than it really was. But yeah, anyway. So basically, it's like, it evolved from, we're just going to play a game, record it, and just toss it on the internet willy-nilly without any real regard to quality control or any of that.
I still remember what really happened.
I know. I wish upon a fish that I would have kept those videos, but when I deleted my the old YouTube channel that we used to use, it's like, oh, it's gone forever, and we can't get it back, unfortunately. So we're kind of stuck with without knowing how World War II really happened.
Also, I love how you killed both of those Rhinox in
I know, it's the best.
That was so
badass. But so with what we do, we make it entertaining, and we are.
At least we try to make it entertaining.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Whether or not you're actually entertained by this, we apologize if you're not. I'm also kind of confused as to why you're watching if you're not entertained.
Yeah, that is really weird. But anyway, so with what we do, if you guys are entertained, it really benefits us if you guys share the video and tell other people about it, because that benefits us, not directly.
And then it allows us to entertain you even more.
Right. So I mean, it may not benefit us directly in terms of, the more subscribers and viewers they have, the more money they get exactly. But it increases the chances of people wanting to interact with us, which is what we really like. We like interacting with you guys.
And more so in regards to me, this stuff is exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like, I went to school for video and all that. So,
right. So
just like hundreds of other people on YouTube, that this isn't something that we're doing because particularly for me, it's not something that I do because I want to make money off of it. It's because this is entertainment for me. This is fun. Making the content that you then enjoy is fun for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, for those who don't know, I'm an IT technician by trade, so it's I work with computers all the time, and just this kind of stuff is just a hobby to me. Mm-hmm. I mean, but the fact of the matter is, we want this to eventually become a successful, viable business. Essentially, is what we want. So we're definitely trying to get to that point. So if you guys do want to support us, we're gonna have that Patreon video coming up soon, and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, we can't say ads or whatever. Yes, click, no click, whatever.
We might have a few other things coming up for entertainment purposes for you guys.
But yeah, we're gonna be trying different projects and all this other stuff.
Just be patient with us.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you want to help and you can't donate or things like that, sharing with your friends.
Share it. That costs you no money whatsoever.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit is a good
Reddit's
place.
Fantastic for that. So honestly, I love Reddit. I'm on Reddit. I was literally on Reddit 5 seconds ago.
He was. So it's like, yeah, it's like if you want to help us and you want to, you know, help us succeed, we would like really, really appreciate if you guys like shared our content, because you know we try to do as best as we can, and you know it's fun, but at the same time it's like we don't want to put so much effort into something that doesn't have any. You're lucky on that one. Return, and I don't mean, you know, financial return either. It's actual interactions with you guys. Right. So if we don't get any interactions or anything like that, we don't have much. We think you guys aren't watching, and we don't want to do these things. Like honestly, it's more rewarding for the community interaction than it is for the actual financial interaction. Right. You know, because and definitely the financial interaction will definitely follow the community interaction one way or the other. That's just inevitable. Yeah. But you know, it's ineffable. Yeah. But for us, yeah. I mean, I remember when we first started videos, it's like no one would comment or no one would say anything on multiple videos at a time, and it's like it was a bit disheartening because it's like you put so much effort into something and no one reciprocates appreciation, and it doesn't even have to be like, oh yeah, you guys are doing a really good job. It's like a one-sided relationship, guys. It's more so along the lines of like, oh, you know, we put all we are your video whores, apparently. Yes. But what I'm getting at is like it's like if you make a really nice painting, or you make a really nice sculpture if you're an artist or something, you write a really nice novel if you're a writer, or do something that is, you know, really you put a lot of effort into and then no one sees it. It's like you made that piece, yeah, maybe to a degree, just for the sole purpose of being able to do it and whatever. But it's also really nice to get the recognition that, oh wow, this person did X. Yeah, because we're narcissistic people. It happens. Yeah, well. Yeah. I like people telling me they like my stuff. I like your stuff, Eduardo. I know you do. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, that's basically what we're getting at is, if you guys want to help, that's how to help. Share us with friends. Like, if you want and you have the extra income to do it, send us a couple bucks. Because, I mean, rephrase that, because we're not asking for donations, to clarify. No. It helps, it benefits, but we don't require those. We'll still be doing these, regardless of whether we get donations. Yeah, what I meant to say was that if you appreciate our stuff, then, you know, it's if you want to see us expand and do more content, then that would be the way to do it, is to donate if you feel like you're inclined to. And if we deserved it. But we'll see you guys next time, everyone.